see what happened in developed countries with India. Does the same change taking place in India or not? To understand the change happen in developed countries and in India which is not happen. Here are certain graphs given. We have to study this. It is a graph showing share of the three sectors to the GDP. Here in GDP, the contribution of agriculture sector 43%, and from industries it is 22. Then from service sector it is 35%. What it is? It is the income contribution from three sectors in 72 to 73. So which of the sector contribution is high in GDP? Agriculture sector. Agriculture sector is the largest sector in contributing to the GDP. Okay, this was in 72 to 73 year. Then what happened by 2015 and 16? Right? Look at here. The share of the agriculture sector to the GDP decreased from 43 to 19%. This is agriculture sector. And the share of industries in the GDP increased from 22 percentage to 28 percentage, and the share of service sector, which was 35 percentage in GDP by 73 and 74 year, increased to 53 percentage by 2015 and 16. So from 1973 to 74 to 2015 and 16, we find the largest contribution to the GDP from service sector. Agriculture sector, which was highest in GDP in 73 to 74, decreased to 19 percentage. So this graph reveals that the share of agriculture sector in GDP decreased, and industries and services increased by 2015 and 16. Now, what happened to the agriculture sector, and why does there is a decline in its share from 43 percentage to 19 percentage? Okay, we are studying GDP, that is denoting the national income. So there is a relationship to GDP with production of the three sectors and employment of the three sectors. To understand the reason for decline of the agriculture sector share in GDP, we have to see the employment status in the three sectors. Okay, so let us see the employment of the three sectors in GDP. In developed countries, there the change happen in production and employment from agriculture sector to industries and to services. It means the importance was given to agriculture sector in terms of production and employment, shifted from agriculture sector to industries and to the service sector. So there we find a change happen in production and employment in developed countries from agriculture sector to industries and to the services. In our India, the change occurred in terms of production, right? That means the production of agriculture sector 43 decreased to 19. Industries from 22 to 28. Services from 35 to 53. The contribution to the GDP changed. So there the change in the production occurred in India. Does the similar change which occurred in production also taken place in employment or not? So to know that, we should look into the employment status of the three sectors in India. Here in our India, as per 2011 census, 460 million people are workers, and these 460 million workers are employed in three different sectors. Okay, so this is the table showing the employment of three sectors in India from 2017 to 18. So employment in agriculture sector is high. Still we find employment in agriculture sector is 59.8%. When employment in agriculture sector is high, then its contribution to the GDP should be high. But what we have seen, contribution from agriculture sector decreased from 43% to 19, whereas employment is high in agriculture sector. That means though employment high in agriculture sector, that is 59.8%, its income is low. Now we have to find out what is the reason for low contribution of agriculture sector to the GDP when employment is high, right? So Here two reasons are there. When employment is high in agriculture sector, its contribution is low, that is 19%. What is that? One is employment opportunities are not increased much more in industries and services. How many people are employed in industries and services? It is 20.4 percentage in industries and 19.8 percentage in services. Okay, so still we find there is low expansion of employment opportunities in industries and services. People are not able to find employment opportunities in industries and services. They entered into the agriculture sector. It means agriculture sector is bearing the burden of providing employment. The only sector opened for employment is agriculture sector. Okay. Okay. When employment is high in agriculture sector, its contribution should be large one comparing to the industries and services. But its contribution is low. So what does it mean? It means that there more number of people working. Okay. And more number of people working there are not producing much more. Okay. From 1973 to 74 and to 2015 and 16, what happened here? Production in industries increased 9 times and employment increased by 3 times. Look at here. This is the bar diagram showing to you that the production in industries increased by 9 times from 1973 to 2018. How many times increasement happen in the production of industrial goods? That is 9 times. So there is 9 times increasement in the production of goods in industries with 3 times increasement in employment. Just 3 times increasement of employment in industries increased its production 9 times. So there is a good progress in industries. Understand? Similarly, in service sector, there 14 times increasement in its providing services. From 73 to 2018, in service sector, their services increased by 14 times and employment increased by 5 times. 5 times of increasement in employment of the service sector contributed to the 14 times increasement in its share to the GDP. So there is a good progress in a service sector too. Okay. And coming to the agriculture sector, where more than half of the workers are working in agriculture sector. Just now we have seen how much percentage of workers are in agriculture sector. It is 59.8 percentage, almost 60 percentage. Okay, so more than half of the workers. What is the total number of workers in India? It is 460 million people. How much? 460 million people. So out of 460 million people workers, half of the workers are in a agriculture sector. Which is sector? Agriculture sector. But its share to the GDP is 1/6. How much? 1/6 of share is contributed from agriculture sector to the GDP with its high percentage of employment, right? And whereas in industries and service sector, we find 3 by 4 percentage of share. It means another half of the workers we find in industries and services, and their contribution to the GDP is 3 by 4. That means 1/6 of 4. Okay, one one by fourth part is from agriculture sector, and 3 by 4 part is from industries and services to the GDP. Okay, here in agriculture sector we find 50 percentage, more than 50 percentage of workers are there. Another 50 percentage of workers we find in industries and service sector. Okay, when 50 percentage of workers are in industries and services, their contribution is 3 by 4th, and agriculture sector contribution is 1 by 4th with a similar 50 percentage of workers. It means agriculture sector is not good in its contribution to the GDP. So what are the defects in agriculture sector? Why does not it giving a good share like industries and service sector, right? It is that 50 percentage of employment we find in industries and services, their contribution is 75 percentage to the GDP. Look at this slide. 75 percentage contribution is there to the GDP from industries and services, with 50 percentage of workers employed. Agriculture contribution is only 25 percentage, with another 50 percentage of workers in agriculture sector. So what is the reason? What is the defect in agriculture sector? It means that in agriculture sector, more number of people working than the required. First thing. Second thing is that everyone who is working in agriculture sector is not fully employed. Okay, when you take out more number of people, that is extra workers from agriculture sector, there won't be change in its production. Here you look at this slide. A worker in agriculture sector need, in this example, what do you find? A work can be completed by 3 workers, and such a work is going with more than 3 workers in another slide. So when 3 workers are required for a work in agriculture activity, more number of people are working. So the extra workers we find here and their work is nil. First thing. Second thing is that we find all are not working up to their full capacity. They are not made to work up to their full capacity. It means that everybody seems to be working here. In second slide, what do you see? That everybody is working, but all are not working up to their full capacity. When you look at them, it seems that everybody have got employment, but some are doing the work is nil. That means unemployment is present in agriculture, that is not appearing out. Why does not it appear out? Because many are working there than the required people. So where we find more number of people working than the required is called disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment refers to a situation where more number of people are engaged than the required. So in agriculture sector, more number of people are working than the required. Hence, its contribution is 19% to the GDP. Okay, we have discussed now. That is 59.8% of workforce we find in agriculture sector. Its contribution is 19. It means that there is disguised unemployment in agriculture sector. That means more number of people working than the required. What happens when we remove the extra workers from agriculture sector? There won't be change in its contribution. Okay, though we remove the extra workers from agriculture sector, its contribution, that is 19% to the GDP, will not change. So we find disguised unemployment. It is a situation which will not appear clearly. Okay, unemployed people means those who are not working at all, those who are not able to find any job. It appears very clearly, but disguised unemployment will not appear very clearly. Okay, it can be identified with keen observation. So we find disguised unemployment in agriculture sector, and in urban area too it happens. We know that many are working in urban area below their capacity. They are ready to work, but what we see, they do not find a job. For example, a PhD candidate have to get a job of a professor in the university, not able to find the job, he is forced to enter into a job of clerk. So as per his knowledge, as per his qualifications, he should work as a professor. But what is happening here? He is working as a clerk. He is ready to work as a professor, but job opportunities are not there. Understand? So where we find people working, people are working in the sense people are made to work below their capacity, is called underemployment. What we call it is underemployment. Okay, underemployment refers to a situation where people are made work than their capacity, work below than their capacity. Understand? It is a situation where people are made to work below their capacity is called underemployment. So we find underemployment in agriculture and in urban area too. We discussed here underemployment and disguised unemployment. Both are same. Okay, disguised unemployment in the sense it is not appearing. Underemployment in the sense it is only disguised, but what is that? It is different in definition. Okay, that means no one is made to work full of their capacity. Okay, this is the what underemployment and disguised